right now.
There we
Testing in
go.
for Roll for Bull. Are we all great?
We are amazing.
Okay. So, if you can hear me now, I was in the middle of explaining that we had some technical issues and that we were able to resolve them. You did catch me in my first test. We had not resolved them all, but now we are here. This is Roll for Bull, a D&D live stream in a land, a sort of remix of Greek mythology. The book is called Odyssey of the Dragonlords. These are our four Dragonlords. Feel free to say hello, Dragonlords.
Hello,
Um,
Dragon
Hi,
Lords.
Dragon Lords.
Lovely, beautiful people. We have, I said this before when I was muted. We have double the Tammy. This is some people would say this is a technical issue. This is actually just a response to more of a fan favorite character. So you should be able to appreciate even more Tammy and Kiana over the stream. Um, I'm going to get into announcements and then I'm going to jump right into it because we've been a little while. We are D&D live stream. We are starting the next chapter of our adventure. This is a good jumping point if you're joining on. To summarize the story, four heroes chosen by prophecy to save Thylia. Two titans have sworn an oath to not crush the continent of Thylia underneath their heels. That oath was only for 500 years. There are 60 days left, or sorry, there are 58 days left until the oath expires. Maybe they'll defeat the Titans. Maybe they will broker peace. We don't know, but we know they have a limited time to do it. These heroes have completed a lot of epic works to get to where they are now, and where they are now is they have a ship, the Ultras or the Dryad, now that will allow them to sail anywhere in Thylia around its oceans. And their quest now is more or less to adventure and find the resources they need to bring this peace one way or another. We have our four heroes. I will introduce them very, very quickly. Um, You know what? Just for time, I'm going to introduce each of you, and each of you tell me your character, something about them, and or introduce you, your character, and tell me your character's favorite color. We're just going to jump through that real fast. Um, I rolled for Allie.
Shocking. Hi, I'm Allie, and my character's name is Callista, and she is a satyr, bard, slash warlock. Getting a little bit more warlocky every level.
Mm-hmm.
Her favorite color is gold, and I need to apologize now for any weirdness of the voice. I'm getting over a head cold, so I'm a little.
We're seeing a lot of hate mail and a lot of requests that we cancel you from the stream, but we're going to disregard that and talk about it later for right now. I think you're okay.
Table it for now.
Yeah, we'll push it for now, but we're going to talk about this in your review. Let me see. Next up is Reed. Reed, by the way, doing a new hair color chosen by the stream audience.
It
So
looks
rocking that
delightful.
lovely. Well, I'll let you describe it and introduce yourself, Reed.
I am Reed. I am playing the human wizard Euphemian, and my favorite color, or at least Euphemian's favorite color, would probably be a very similar purple to this, actually.
Wonderful. Well, that works out. Um, rolling my dice. This I just rolled ones all the way through. Tammy, demigoddess of the hour.
All
Feel
right.
free to introduce yourself.
So I am Tammy. I play Kiki, the Triton barbarian fighter, and I apologize if I speak. I'm hesitating. I hear myself in my ears twice. So Kiki's favorite color would be something along blue-green, colors of the ocean, to make it remind her of home.
I love this. This is excellent. Jen, would you mind introducing yourself?
So I am Jennifer, and I play Crayorin, the wood elf monk. Pow! Let's see. I don't think he has a favorite color. I don't think there is a favorite color for him, to be honest with you. I don't think he had any time to figure that out. He
Oh,
doesn't know.
that's sad.
Yeah, I don't think he really has a favorite color.
All right. Let me adjust the audio. The audio keeps changing. That's my bad. So, as we're getting started, I wanted to go over one or two more ground rules with the stream with the audience. You might be noticing that we are responding to what the audience is saying. This is absolutely the policy. We are reading the chat the whole time. Feel free to share your thoughts and even suggestions with the group. They appreciate it. Speaking of helping out the group, if you click on the channel points, the bacon points below, you can buy boosts for the heroes. They will show up to me. I will give them to the heroes the next chance they get. These are everything but from a small amount of gold to rerolls on dice to the ability to ask the gods a question. I reserve the right to be fucky with my answer. But this is a land of where faith and devotion and fame have real tangible effects. You are allowed to partake in that truth. So use the channel points. Talk to us. Say what you will. Friends, heroes, doomed ones.
Doomed ones.
Well, one of you's
Boo.
doomed. I believe you're doomed, aren't you?
I'm pretty doomed.
Mm-hmm. Are we ready?
Uh-huh.
You were on the Ultros. We are jumping in, by the way. We're beginning. You were on the Ultros sailing to the Isle of Yonder, where you would find a gear, presumably, that you need in order to advance your mission. As you were sailing, you saw a wreck in the middle of the night. And as you moved closer to position it, you heard a voice that said, "Well, it's about time you showed up." I believe it was Kiki that noticed this, if I remember correctly, along with was it Bulbug?
No, I think it was me and Bulbug.
You and Bulbug. Okay. Excellent. So then we'll open with you, Euphemian. You see, sorry, I blinked for a moment. You see on the debris, there's basically there's basically a bunch of like floating debris and wood, and you see four people, two humans, a dwarf and an elf, who are just who are sitting on the. They all look haggard and ragged. In the distance, this one seems to call to you. The other three seem to be arguing and shouting with this person as he's looking out to you, signaling to you, like waving. And yeah, that's all you can make out from here. It's a little bit of ways. You can hear them in the distance, and Bulbug just goes, "Are they friends of yours, or because I can go out and get them?"
It would probably be best if we could make sure that they are safe at the very least. Deposit them at our next port of call.
All right, I'll be right back.
I think we can handle some ropes.
Okay. Did you want me to get ropes, or did you want me to go help them?
We'll help them with ropes.
Okay. And he sort of.
I'll call to Pythor, because it looks like he's sort of been manning the deck, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. If you want, yeah. What do you want to call him? What do you want to say? Just
looks like
ropes,
just looks like there's a wreck to the port starboard side. I don't know where they are.
To the seaside, out where the ocean is. So yeah, you can call. If you do this, all the rest of the of our lovely heroes would hear this. So they would be able to react, respond, all of this. Kyra just fucking bolts up there right away upon hearing a wreck. Well, I think she was on the other side of the ship. She would run over there Pythor would turn, look at Kiki, and say, and just say, well, I guess the adventure's already started, and just motions to her to follow him. He heads out in that direction.
Ray would probably hang back. He doesn't trust this. Something doesn't seem right.
Mhm.
So I think he'd just like hang back and reserve his judgment until they can be trusted. They're not trustworthy right now.
Wonderful. Yeah, you guys should see Mitros on there, by the way, on the map, if that's what you're asking. I can change it though if you want.
Nope, all good. I just got confused by the like. It looks like he's been. I didn't know if I was
Okay.
missing something.
Okay. So as you get this, you get the ropes. So can you walk me through exactly what you're doing, Reed? I feel like I'm blanking for a second.
I'm just hoping to get information, or get the crew in action to bring these people aboard.
Okay. Okay. So they're going.
If we've got time, I would ritual cast floating disc to try to help bringing people over.
God, lovely. Okay. So you would have time to do that. While you're doing that, let me see how it takes 10 minutes to cast the floating disc.
Yeah.
Okay, while you're casting the floating disc, I think during that point, you just hear one of the people off in the distance go, No, by all means, we're just trapped here, floating. Take your time. Take your time. No, I know. I know. Talking to someone else, you just hear some muttering a little bit. Pythor comes up, and if no one else wants to do anything, they eventually go to. You have rowboats to get people out there to rescue them. Do you want to fast forward to pulling them aboard, or is there anything you want to do?
I don't think I have anything in particular. I'd like to get them aboard if we can.
Allie, anything you
Nope.
want to do?
Nope. I mean, I kind of have been operating off of the assumption that since I can cast, I probably should have talked to you about this, but since I can cast mage armor at will without components, and it lasts 8 hours, that I pretty much always have it up. But since it's kind of like a weird hour, like if it's starting to wane, I'd cast it again. But other than that,
Okay, yeah, definitely remind me that you do that. I don't know why you always have that up, what ability that is.
it's one of my 2 Eldritch invocations is that I have access to mage armor at will with no spell components.
Okay, excellent.
It's accounted for in my armor class.
No, okay, that's fair.
That's what I would do.
Okay, you have that up. So you eventually pull these people when they get close. They're going up on the ship, and you hear this guy. Thank you, and you hear this. You hear this woman that just says all right, I got it. You hear these voices, and this dwarven man just thank you very much, I appreciate it. He gets up there, like all of them sort of talking over each other, cascading on each other as you get up. When you come up, I want each of you to roll a perception check. Hello, Papa Renegor. Thank you very much for coming to the stream. We appreciate it. You are lovely. We're glad you're here. Feel free to chat to us while we're streaming. What did each of you get on the perception check? Euphemian, you get an 8.
8.
I got a fuzzy.
Craig got a 15.
That's a 1 and
16.
Yep.
Excellent.
That is a 13 for Kiki.
I will say, Tammy, if you are muted when you talk, it picks up on reads perfectly, so you basically don't need to unmute yourself to talk.
Okay, I'm not too soft.
No, it actually comes across perfectly.
Oh, okay, perfect. Then I don't have to worry about that.
All right, what was your Hi, Stolen Fires. I know who you are, and I'm glad you're here. Hello. Allie, what did you get?
16.
16, and Kiki got what?
13.
13. Okay, so you see them all. These people look a wreck, and this guy is abrasive, and it's sort of hard to get a little a pick on them. And whenever you was it Callista, and Cray, I would give it to you pretty quickly. Kiki, you know these aren't sailors. Like you look at them, and they're like not pirates or sailors, but that's about where it ends for you. Cray, you've seen a few rapscallions and rascals, and Callista, you've seen a fair number of people, fair number of people across the world, I should say. And what you have here is a rogue, a wizard, a fighter, and another fighter actually. Um, you have an adventuring party right here with you. Um, and they have seen better days significantly. Um, and the man that has been talking to you guys reaches out his hand very politely, like he isn't covered in like salt and stink and mildew, and just like holds his hand out to Euphemian and says, Quinn, pleasure to meet you.
I'll reach out and shake his hand. And Euphemian, pleasure. What exactly led you to be out these parts?
Well, we were going about traveling as one does, and it seems to have gotten away from us a little bit. We thought that we had a better handle on the nautical aspects of our journeys than we did. And the dwarf just goes, fucking hell. We thought this guy knew how to navigate the stars, and he fucking didn't. Because I knew, as well as anyone could know, thank you very much, the seas are treacherous. You're treacherous. We are in company. You see this this elven woman. This elven woman looks at you all and says, "This is quite the crew you have. This is a large number of people, and you're not afraid."
Do we have reason to be afraid?
And not unless you have not if you have Sidon's favor. Quinn goes, "Oh, forgive her. She's just a little suspicious of everybody. She thinks that people are always going to betray her or let her down or bring her ruin." And she says, "Yes, I do think that, Quinn."
Cray clocks that and is like, good, my type of girl. But I'm already taken.
Do you say that out loud?
No, it's in my head.
Okay. And what was it? There's this the woman that looked at you, basically the rogue, looks at you all and goes, I'm switching the genders, two ladies here. The lady's rogue goes, "So, you'll need another hand? You pay well?" Quinn goes, "Are you serious right now?" He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "What? Listen, can we possibly get some lodgings? I will pay you. Some room, some rest, some food, that sort of thing. I'm sure you'll appreciate it."
My insight check. I kind of want to know what their level are. No, I'm kidding. I can't do that. But I'd like just to see their sincerity. I want to see how. I just want to just take a check and like look them up and down with my monk senses.
Yeah. Roll an insight check.
I don't like things I don't know. It doesn't
fif-
matter. It's only a 15.
15's not bad. So you have the 15. You look at all of them. What you can tell is that they are rolling insight checks on you too. Like this lady, this wizard lady is looking you up and down, is trying to figure out who the fuck each of you are. And then what was it? Blah, blah, blah. Okay, yeah. Was looking at each of you up and down, and then they, for good or ill, they seem to be who they say they are, in the sense that Quinn really does just think that he can just pay for some lodging and it'll be good. And this wizard lady is trying to figure out how dangerous you are. And this other lady just genuinely offering to work for you now. Like all of them, they don't have any layers to what they're doing. They are too tired to have any sort of layers or subtext to what they're doing.
So I'll keep that in my head, but I'll remember to tell my friends later.
Well, certainly
mhm.
if you're willing to lend an extra pair of hands, we could use. I'm sure there are men below who will be happy to take a reprieve.
Reprieve. I'm sorry, from what exactly? And the wizard turns to him and Quinn and says, "They want to use us for manual labor." And Quinn goes, "Oh no, thank you. What other options do you have?"
We've got the haunted front room. Certainly, if you could abolish that, you would be more than welcome to earn your place aboard.
Yes, absolutely. We can do that. Yes. And the lady says, "How haunted?"
Very
Before
haunted.
um, the the roguish woman thinks for a second and says, "One of those ghosts you can like stab, or one of the non-stab ghosts?"
Definitely. Well, I mean, we didn't try to stab him.
I'll do it.
Like to.
Yeah, I'll do it. And at this point, Bulbug speaks up and goes, "Oh, if you're gonna try and stab a ghost, I can help you with that."
I have to see this.
And is Calista saying that?
Yeah, like you had me at Stab Esther.
See, we really just need Instagram or something. Just put it on TikTok. That's how they'll pay their way. We'll make them viral.
Yeah. Bulbug goes, "All right, so we'll just stab this ghost, and then you guys will be able to stay here for whatever, or as long as you want, right? Is that the deal?"
At least until our next port of call.
Quinn goes, "So you have no need for money whatsoever?"
For the moment.
I mean,
And he turns to Callista and says, "You, what are your
yeah.
rates?"
Oh, I don't normally get paid, but I don't really call the shots here. So I think what you're asking, I think the answer to your question is, I don't have rates and I don't call the shots, so I can't help you.
Well, that's nonsense. You seem like a perfectly intelligent young lady capable of making your
Aw,
own decisions. Oh no, I'm
thank
just telling the truth
you.
here. And if your friend doesn't want to negotiate, your subordinate doesn't want to negotiate, then um, I would be more than happy to work with you.
Subordinate. That's funny.
Oh,
No,
did I misread the room?
no. We're equals technically, but I honestly think of him as like more of the leader, so I don't really have like leadership aspirations. So,
Well then, and he turns to Euphemian and says, "All right then, as a leader, what do you say after consulting with your subordinates?"
Give me just a couple of minutes. I'd like to confer, if you don't mind.
Oh, confer, confer. You can't do a deal without some good conference. Absolutely. And you hear this voice behind you that just says, says, "You must be so tired." And you see, like, Lorius just pushes his way through, like, the crowd and just says, "You poor dears must be so tired." And he wraps his arm around Quinn and says, "Look at you. What have you been through? Now, we're going to go find someone down there, and we're going to get you some clothes or something, or out of them, whatever you prefer, and we're going to get this taken care of, okay? Dears?" And he looks at each of them. And the wizard just says, "Is he trustworthy?" And he goes, "Well, I would hope so, but you're not really in a position to ask now, are you?" She says, "Okay." Because you confer, you all talk, and I'll help them. Is that okay with you, Euphemian?
Help them as much as you would like.
Absolutely. And he walks by and he brushes his hand across Euphemian's shoulders. He walks by and leads the rest of them downstairs. So he's caring for them, and Bulbug just says, "So are we still stabbing the ghost, or what's happening here?"
I mean, only if
I-
they feel like it. I don't feel like it's a terminal solution anyway. I just thought it would be funny.
No, I don't really get the joke, but I definitely want to find out. And Kyra looks at you and says, "So, what's the plan?"
We have like a prison in this ship or something, because I
Right.
just don't trust this stuff. Like, I don't know, randomly just being out in the middle of nowhere so we can find them. I don't trust any of that.
I mean,
love the way you think.
coincidences happen every day. I believe in coincidences. I don't trust coincidences, but I do believe in coincidences.
I mean, he did say he was waiting for us.
I think he was just waiting for anybody.
Okay.
Honestly, for the moment, I don't know what the worst that can possibly happen is. They're kind of stuck here with us.
You hear this voice that says, "If I may, for a moment." And you see, sort of sitting over on the side watching the conversation is Chandras with his blue tail flicking around, and he says, "I understand from not trusting people. Believe me, I understand. May I offer some advice? I don't want to intrude on your tactical discussion."
By all means.
Take this with the grain of salt. That is, the fact that you don't trust me in the first place. But if you're going to not trust people, disarm them, strip them down. There should be, you can keep them either in, there's a couple private quarters down below. You keep them down there, the barest clothes, if clothes at all. Make sure you have hidden any magical components from the magic one, and interrogate them from then.
I mean, I think Lorius has that second part covered.
He just gives you like this quizzical look. He doesn't know Lorius that well, and he just gives you like this quizzical look, like, what? God, I have this ensemble cast for like another fucking year of this campaign.
You know, as much as I don't heed your words very often, Chandras, I kind of like this idea.
See, even he gets it. I'm sorry, was I supposed to show you more respect than you're showing me?
I don't really give a shit.
Good.
He
points to Craven like, "We agree. We hate each other and we disagree and we agree." Sorry, Ron.
I don't disagree. I don't think it's necessary to strip them naked exactly, but
Unless they want to be,
certainly
and it's consensual.
checking the. I'm sure Lorius has that covered.
Why does everybody? Never mind.
You'll see. You're on a boat with him for a while. You'll get there.
I'm honestly a little surprised he hasn't made a pass yet, quite honestly. But regardless, we'll just move past that. If they have a plan to get aboard and murder us, it's an awfully poor one. It's not like the seas are easy to navigate, finding one boat among many. Even out here. If they knew exactly where we are, exactly how far we are from port, even assuming all of that, they would still have to get away from here and successfully navigate someplace else.
So they're helpless.
So I'm not about to simply let them float home. And if they are planning to just kill us in the night, like I said, it's a pretty terrible plan. They're not likely to get home afterwards.
I mean, every part of me wants to discount them because it's like, oh, there's just 4 of them, but like narratively speaking, that would be kind of bad. Like that would be some pretty good irony. So I'm a little torn. That being said,
Kyra's like, yeah, you have no idea what's being set up here. She points to Callista.
anyway, that being said, I think we should just show them a little hospitality. You never know. Maybe they could be useful members of the crew. We got at least one volunteer.
I feel like we should still keep up a watch.
I say by all means just trust them. I mean, what are the odds of this ship being stolen and commandeered twice in a week?
Coincidences.
You don't need to trust somebody when you have no reason to fear them. I say you start by finding out what they believe in, what they want. Anybody, unless they're either very dumb or very brave, which is a euphemism for dumb. Because people know better than to just sail out here.
But this is the reason why I don't trust them.
You want to just kill them?
If I could, I would have killed everybody, but I mean...
Hey now!
Kiki already proved me wrong on that, okay? So, we're good here.
Oh, Cray.
Much respect, Kiki.
You keep surprising me, little one.
Yeah, so Euphemian, let's just, I don't know. Lorius has probably stripped them down now.
Could I send my manifest mind downstairs to take a look and see what's going on?
Yeah, so basically, I'm not entirely sure how manifest mind works, but I know that I will allow this regardless, because it's not that big of a deal. If you bring your manifest mind down there, your book, right? Yeah, you bring it down there. Then you would see, after searching around for a while, there's basically a quarters for like elite crew, like the lieutenants and stuff is basically what it was before. You guys visited it very briefly, and Lorius would be in there, and he would be basically finding a change of clothes for each of them, and it's just he's getting them all dressed and also like helping clean them off, but he's also like working to make sure that they have all of their he's basically trying to find the best outfits for each of them and asking them like a lot of questions about where they were and stuff like that, and just sort of getting to know them. Gotcha. He's just sort of he's not hitting on them right now, but he's asking them a lot of questions and sort of like, so where do you come from and what were you doing then, and just totally friendly interrogating them. Roll insight if you're able to see out there.
That's a 15.
Okay. Fatima, hello! Welcome! We had a little bit of a late start. They have rescued the people from the previous session from the ocean, and they are getting to know them. So Lorius is looking at them. As he's talking to each of these people, Quinn is continuing to answer all the questions, getting more and more comfortable as he's putting on like actual like clean clothes and stuff like that. And he's basically explaining to Lorius, said, well, we were trying to. He said, it got a little bit out of hand, and I suppose that at this point the journey's a wash anyway. And Lorius goes, well, don't say that. You never know what's going to happen. And the wizard goes, no, it's a wash. And Quinn goes, I suppose. Anyway, we were just trying to, find the Nether Sea. And Lorius goes, really? Euphemian, I want you to roll a history check.
Okay. Uh, 13.
No bells.
Okay.
And what was it? And they can see the book, right?
They don't. It's not a book. It's like a hologram of a face.
That's right, but they would see it, right?
Yes, it is visible.
Okay. And when that's what I thought. When that happens, the roguish woman looks at the face and says, "Hey Quinn, you okay with telling everybody on the ship where you're going?" He goes, "Well, it's privileged information." She goes, "No, it's not." He goes, "Oh," and it walks away from Lorius, and then in a moment you hear footsteps up the stairs as you see Quinn like half dressed, like his shirt, like putting his shirt on as he walks over, and goes, "Which one of you was spying on us, and for what reason?"
I hardly think that spying on you in our own ship is out of sorts. You were even in a public area, for God's sake.
Is it all? It's a little bit of notice. Fine. He gets dressing it. So how much of that did you hear? Kyra goes, yeah, how much of it did you hear? And she pulls up a scroll with a quill.
I'm just going to sit back with a smug smile.
And he goes, fine. Well, it was a waste anyway, so doesn't matter. We'll just do what you need and you can drop us off at the next port. You want us to fight that ghost or punch it or sail or whatever, we can do that.
I don't think that will be necessary. Certainly, if you want to give it a go, you're welcome, because we don't like the ghost either. But the only thing that I would ask is that you surrender your weapons until we get to our destination. Once we're there, you're welcome to take them back, make port, or you can continue with us as you desire.
As you're saying this, the other three are coming up there in time, if that's okay with you to hear this.
Yeah.
And then as it says, Quinn goes, Quinn says, well, my weapon sank a day ago, so I don't have it anyway. And the dwarf says, yeah, I lost mine. Wizard says, no, thank you. Just, I'll save you the insight check. Like, she doesn't have weapons. She's a wizard. She's like doesn't have anything to give away. And then the roguish lady looks you up and down and just goes, all right, and just pulls this like short sword out of the side of her pants, I guess they're called, pants, and puts and like throws it on the floor. And the others look at her, and the dwarf goes, so how long have you had that? She goes, mm-hmm. How long did you guys mention running out of food? Quinn gets, okay, we don't have to travel with her anymore. I think our contract is done.
Who are you working for?
Who are you addressing that to?
Quinn. Whoever
Quinn?
said their contract was done.
No, Quinn says, no, I work for me, thank you very much. Dingrin over here took the job because she gets paid. And
Is she the
Dingrin
one who
goes,
offered to work for us?
yeah. And she goes, yeah, now I'm getting paid up front. And he says, but you're still working for us. And Dingrin goes, no. Looks over at the four of you and goes, am I working for you?
You're right.
20 gold a day. I'm worth it.
All right. That's a
And
little steep.
what was it? She goes, I give you a discount because you saved my life. 10 gold a day for first week. Then we can talk about it.
I suppose the question is exactly what service do you think a rogue would have out in the open ocean on a boat controlled by us?
You got ghosts? Besides, some of these people, I look around these people, they're not scared of you. That's risky. Sean just goes, thank you.
Well, we don't need them to fear us. The consequences of letting us fail are significantly more frightening than we have to be.
What are you trying to do out here?
I don't know. You guys haven't told us very much. Why would we tell you?
10 gold. She holds out her hand.
Who's paying?
Anybody? Nothing? No takers?
Nope, no taker.
All right, she goes, all right. Then I can do whatever it is you need to do. I don't really need to know what you're doing. What you're doing needs somebody to get stabbed. I'm on board. You need somebody to...
I was just going to ask, was their boat or their raft, was it like a piece of crap? Like
It was flotsam. It was debris.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But she's like, yeah, okay, you know what? I don't really need to know too much about where you're from either. I just want to know if you need something stabbed, I'll stab it. I can punch it.
We've got pretty efficient stabbers and punchers among us.
I guess.
Not that I'm saying no to help, but, just give it some time. In the meantime, I think we should all have something to eat.
Yes.
That I'm quite happy with. Perhaps supper.
Yeah,
Quinn
what time
goes,
of the day are we?
yes. I think it was supposed to be late at night, but we can move to the morning if you want.
Who's beside me as because I'm just basically
I have 11 people in this scene. You can fucking choose. Just going forward, unless we're fighting on the ship, just assume the blocking's whatever's most narratively interesting.
Okay. So whoever I'm near, whether it be Kiki or Callista, I just nudge them and be like, I don't feel like I want to give them any bacon yet. Or never. I don't know yet. They don't deserve bacon yet.
I won't say anything. I'll just kind of chuckle and shake my head.
Let me roll something real fast.
Roll for bacon.
Roll for hearing if they're getting any bacon or not.
When you say that, Dengrin looks over at you and just narrows her eyes.
I narrow my eyes back. I don't know how much narrower you can see this, but
she gives you the slightest nod of respect. I
wish there was is there a thieves' cant type thing where I'm just like I don't know, like a gang sign or something? I don't know.
Well, if you want to actually do Cult of the Snake signal, you could.
Okay.
If that's what you're referring to.
Yeah, I just want to do it really subtly. See if she can catch it.
She looks at it and just sort of looks at you. Roll a perception check.
perception is going to be a 19. Man.
She looks at you and she says, "Yeah, I don't know what that means." But then she turns to the others and just says, "You know what? We should just see what they have to say for a little while." And Quinn goes, "You want to be patient with people?" And then Quinn goes, "Yeah. Upon reflection, it seems like they can be helpful."
I just do like a really small nod.
So yeah, do you guys want to do like a late night dinner, or do you want to fast forward to breakfast? If we're having a meal, because I'm just trying to figure out the timeline since days matter on this thing.
Yeah, let's. I guess late night supper.
All right, we're doing that then. So you guys, we'll fast forward ahead to you guys eating. God, do you guys what kind? Okay, you know what? I'll ask you, what kind of food would you guys have on board here? Because that would totally be in charge of your or resultant of your own planning and such. And
Well,
I'll let you like recon in.
we were supplied with food and provisions, from what I
Okay.
understand from Valis. When we
Valis would have given you a very large supply of enduring foods like hardtack and wine and stuff like that, and water, fresh water and stuff like that, and like a small supply of like fruit and stuff and like some salted food, like a vast amount of stuff that will feed everybody for a long time, and then like a some spending money amount of food for like a feast or keeping your morale up
Yeah.
or something like that.
And I think this is the kind of food that Euphemian would have grown up with.
Mm-hmm.
So he's very proficient at making that into something that you actually want to eat.
The hardtack and stuff? Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
I only know hardtack because of a card in the game 7C. I am not very educated. Um, so you guys are sitting there, you feel me, you're making the meal out of this. You're talking. Do you have any preference as to who is eating with you guys? Because that'll affect how I run this scene. As far as I'm assuming you're having the four of them, but I mean like the other ensemble cast of the crew. If it's just whoever goes, that's fine.
Yeah, just wherever there's somebody.
Okay. So you're
And
just having basically the.
just before we eat, I also would pick up the sword that was dropped
Mm-hmm.
and just ask one of the crew to store it in the front storage.
Okay. Yeah, so they would be able to do it. They would lock that up. There's basically the lieutenant's quarters and then Esther's room are basically the two private areas.
Okay.
If you want to do Esther or the lieutenant's quarters. So you start they're eating. And Quinn is just going, "This is incredible." And what and you are quite the cook. I appreciate this very much. You did what you could with what you have, and that is kind of you. Thank you. And Dangren says, "Good." And the wizard looks at you and says, "I realize I haven't introduced myself yet. Calliope." And she just looks around and says, "All right, well, I've got that out of the way." And she leans down, just resumes eating. The last one, was
I
that
was gonna ask. I was gonna ask if they were gonna say something. Never mind.
the dwarf? Last one just looks at you, looks around and goes, "Oh yeah, Rucker. So, yeah, good to be saved by you all from this jackass." And he looks at Quinn. Quinn just says, "You know, I saved all of us." Calliope says, "You said get to the escape boats." And Quinn says, "Leadership." Um, but then they look at you, and Calliope says, "I'd be glad to answer any questions you have." I'll put the names in chat.
Good God, Jen. Do not know your mythology. Calliope. Oh, I love it. Okay, her name's
Oh,
Calliope.
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 Calliope. So what was it? So yeah, if you have any questions for them, Calliope is willing to answer them.
What exactly were you out here for?
And Calliope just looks at Quinn, and Quinn gives her the stern look, and she says, rolls her eyes. We were trying to find the Nether Sea. And Chandris goes. Chandris just stops for a moment, like stops chewing, and sort of swallows and goes, what the hell were you doing looking for that?
If Euphemian hasn't heard of this, what are the odds that any of us have heard of this?
All of you can roll a history check.
Yes,
The
please.
number is very high. I'm reducing
no
the
whammies.
I'm reducing the number for one of you, but I'm not saying who.
Tech trouble.
Is it Chondrus?
That's a big 5.
That's a 6 for Kiki.
Mm-hmm.
You said history, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I always get my D&D Beyond up again. Yucky. 7.
Yeah, this name rings no bells. I will say, to clarify, again, just for the audience and for you guys to find your footing in this setting, not knowing nautical lore is pretty standard because it's so non-navigable. One, the sea is so non-navigable. Two, it's so reverently deferred to Sidon that it's kind of like just a region you guys don't think about. It's kind of out of sight, out of mind. So it's like it's not really brought up a lot. It's kind of like just a place that we don't really go to, and we can't really learn about it. And why would we want to? So there's that. You did get straight. That's fantastic. So whenever Chandra says, "Why would you want to go there?" Calliope says, "He thought it would have potential." Quinn goes, "It still does. All of that stories are true. 4 of us could be rich. Well, 3 of us." Dingren shrugs and goes, "I was getting paid what I said I wanted to get paid. I'm fine." Quinn goes, "You have no ambition." Dingren goes, "Nope." Takes another bite of hardtack. Chandris goes... Chandris leans ahead like he's leading this interrogation now. And he says, "So, what were you looking for? How were you trying to find the Nether Sea?" And Quinn says, "Well, the ocean can't be as complex as everybody says. People are just scared of the Titans, and people know that they're mostly full of hot air anyway." And
Even Gray is like, oh.
Yeah, how do his companions react to that statement? Like,
when he says that, Dingren just keeps eating, and the Calliope just sort of sighs and just closes her eyes like she's in pain. And Rucker just very frustrated snort. But Chandris looks like he is trying not to betray what I'm sure you guys can all imagine he's feeling right now. You can see Chandris like failing the check to not give away his feelings. And he's like, so, and he just like puts his hands like on a piece of hardtack and just like moves it around. He goes, "So you tried to find the Nether Sea by yourself because you thought that the Titans would not be anything to fear." And Calliope reads the room real fast and goes, "We were clearly wrong." And Chandris goes, "Yes, you were." If any of you have anything to say, I will.
I will take this opportunity. I would like to take this opportunity to lean in and be like, "So, if you guys don't worship the Titans, who's your god of preference?"
And before I answer, Reed, did you want to say something first?
No, I was just going to say, I'm just imagining this pregnant silence that falls across the room until somebody just goes, anyway.
Yeah. What was it? Quinn goes, well, I would think Valis, she is very beautiful and wise. Um, and Wrecker just goes, I've always been more of a Pythor man myself. And you see Pythor sort of look over and just sort of sit up. Like, they clearly have not pieced it together, the people at these tables. So, like, Pythor's... Calliope says, Valis. Valis has a lot to teach us. And Dingren just goes, side on, takes a bite of the hardtack again. And the others turn and look at Dingren, and she goes, what? Ask. And
I love this person.
yeah, and you see Kyra just go, okay. Start resume meeting. But yeah, if you guys want to ask some questions, because I could do conversation between the other NPCs and them, but I want to make sure you guys get to talk too.
I'm just going to... So, what exactly is this Nether Sea?
And what was it? Quinn goes, oh, it's the adventurers in Thalia. They hear about this thing. It's beautiful. It's a forbidden ocean of treasure and power, and you can find magics there and great opportunities to become legends. It's what some stories about it that I've heard over the years, and I thought that I would claim that magic for myself, a source of untapped power. And Chandris
Love a good
goes,
story.
Kyra goes, yeah, I don't know that much about this. I mean, I've heard some of the basics, of course, that anybody knows. And Chandris goes, is that really how you want to characterize that place? Quinn goes, yes, I would think so. And Chandris just looks over at Kyra, and Kyra looks at Chandris quizzically, and he goes, it's going to come out one way or another. Is it okay if I answer this moron's question?
Yes.
And Quinn goes, by all means. And Chandris goes, oh, shut up. And he looks at Euphemian.
By all means, I'm always eager to learn.
Good. And he looks at Quinn. It has devolved. When Quinn explained what the Nethersea is, his opinion of Quinn being untrustworthy and an idiot has devolved into, basically devolved into, how much trouble would I get in if I gutted this guy right now? Like, he is just looking at him just with complete bitter disgust.
So are you saying that Cray is like above this guy now? Like Cray went up the totem pole with
Yes.
Chandris because of this guy? That's crazy.
This
Y'all.
guy offended him on a very personal level.
Yeah, I mean, Craven only says, tells his goddess to go fuck herself like every day. So, I mean, how could that possibly be worse?
That's right.
Chandra says, the Nethersea is a part of the waters that will not appear on your maps. Because it's something more potent and deeper and more powerful than whatever they thought they were going to find. And a lot more beautiful. Gloriously beautiful. With a sky of a million colors more than the stars above. And the ethereal, dreamlike potential of what could be and what you wish was. The place that we connect with in our dreams. And the place where this world was dreamed up. It is chaos and death and darkness. It is rapture. And he looks over at the others and he says, and it is not for treasure. And Quinn just looks at him for a moment. I'm gonna roll for Quinn to see how much he reads on this. I rolled a nat 1. Quinn,
Yes.
Quinn goes, looks at him kind of annoyed and says, I'm not saying it's for treasure. I'm saying Lutheria can't possibly keep all of it herself. And Chandra stands up. Chandra stands up, like, you hear his hand slam the table. Like, I'm going to slow down time for a little bit, but it is now at the point where Chandra might actually assault this guy. If someone doesn't do something.
I'm going to stand up. I'm just going to hold out my hands between, Chandris and Quinn.
Mm-hmm.
And just, try with my presence alone.
Can I make an insight check on the wizard to see if she's trying anything? She said she indicated she didn't have any weapons.
Okay.
But I want to see if she readies a spell.
It's a perception check, not an insight check, but yes.
Then I will make a perception check and roll really well.
Make that perception check. Euphemian, when you put between them, Chandra looks at Quinn and just snarls and says, that is holy land. That is where my Titan lives. And if you have the gall to go there, at least show some fucking respect, you animal. What did you get in your perception? 9? 9. She doesn't appear to be doing anything that you can see, but also you can't see all of her because her hands are down, like below the table. Chandris looks at Euphemian and goes, I don't know if your opinion matters, or if my opinion matters much to you, or if you're still playing some strange allegiance in your head, but I've made my assessment. They're not a threat and they're not worth keeping on board. Throw them overboard before they fuck something up for all of us. Quinn just looks like he's very aware that he has offended somebody somehow by saying something that you can't imagine what. Dingrin just looks and goes, I wasn't a part of that. If you're throwing me over, don't do that. Kiki, Cammy, I know that you're on some mic weirdness, but I've been giving you some breadth for that. But I also wanted to see if you had anything you wanted to say or do at this time.
Oh, Kiki's just eating and muttering under her breath like a chuckle dinner and a show.
Works for me. Fantastic.
Not contributing anything else.
Crazy in the background, just having bacon. Like, holy shit. No.
Like popcorn.
I know, like.
Kyra's just going to look over at Chandris and says, and Kyra's just going to say, it's not like he's going to harm it at all. And Chandris goes, she needs to show some respect. Your followers, he points at Kyra like he's like complaining to her, says, your followers don't show the proper respect. I'm upholding my end of the deal. And Kyra just sort of looks at him and thinks for a second and says, "What are you doing right now?" And he just and sits back down. Kyra looks at Callista and Euphemian for a cue.
I'm going to sit back down now that it doesn't look like anything's going to come to any kind of physical blows.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless, I don't think this is here nor there for the moment. We'll be on our way off to... we should arrive... We're, 2 days into our travel, so we should be there tomorrow?
I thought you were 1 day in. But is it 1 day or 2 days?
We would have left on the 59th, so we're sort of in between day 1 and day 2 now, I guess.
All right, so it's day 2. So it's day 2. So then, you'll get there tomorrow. Yeah. All right.
I'm not about to throw anybody. Oh, excuse me. I'm not about to throw anybody off this ship.
Yet.
But I will ask you, and I'll look at Quinn, and I'll the others that we rescued with them. I will ask you to keep a civil tongue, as we do have people of all followings here.
And Quinn says, "I've been nothing but civil. But, all right, if you want me to... All right."
Is there a question?
Yes, my dear.
So have you been to Mitros?
Yes.
Would you
Several
walk into
times.
Valis's palace and ask her for her wealth?
No, of course not.
Why would you do the same thing to Etheria?
Well, I mean, and he looks at Chandris and says, "Might have been foolhardy."
I'm just saying you could apologize. It was just a little disrespectful.
Well, her brother seems to have taken care of it.
That's fair. He packs quite a punch.
And Rucker says, he says, "You have to forgive our brave leader. He said he had something to fight off the Titans."
Ooh.
And it turned out to... and Dingren goes, "It was a lie." And Calliope goes, "Technically not a lie.
Ooh.
But I think that Quinn overestimated the gift of... What did you call it, Quinn?" And Quinn says, "That's not important." Calliope goes, "Ironclad confidence."
I
Quinn
would
just looks
like
down.
to throw a questioning look to Kyra, please, if she recognizes that.
Roll an insight check.
Meow, meow.
By the way, I realize a lot of this is like my characters talking to each other. You guys want to move ahead to different themes or something, you can let me know.
Nat 20, total of 30.
Yes!
I would like some information if she has it.
Holy shit.
When you ask that, or you look at Kyra, she looks at you and she just... And she's just like not moving. And you see in her face, she is trying not to laugh, which just immediately puts it together. That's not a metaphor. Quinn genuinely thought that he was brave enough that it would all work out. And Kyra's just sitting there like... Kyra's trying not to laugh at, "Oh, we just met the stupidest person in Thylia." And she's trying not to be a god laughing at their follower right now. And she's like... Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Um,
Nope, nope. The dumbest ones were those guards at that gate, on the wrong side of the gate.
that's fair. Um,
At least
that
they
is
weren't dumb
fair.
and foolish.
Um, is there anything you guys else want to do in this scene? Because we can fast forward or stop. Like I want to make sure you guys can control the tempo.
There's only one thing left. Once sort of supper's done,
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to speak
Just
quickly
one more
with,
question.
just quickly with Clotho.
Why is my name blanking on that? Which one's? Oh, right. Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, you can talk to Clotho. I did not expect that name to come up this session, so I was thrown. Yeah, you could talk to her. She would be around. I think she'd probably be eating like at the far end of the table, not really involved in this.
Yeah. I'm just going to tap her on the shoulder as I get up and be like, "Could you see me above deck once you're finished?"
Oh, absolutely. Mhm. And so she'll meet you above. Do you want to just fast forward to that?
Yeah.
Okay. So she goes to meet you above deck, and she looks and goes, "So, what is this about?" Roll an insight check.
Alright.
You got
Insight. Not great. That's a
Oh,
3.
no.
Okay. Yeah, she's looking you up and down, sort of. You can tell she's like looking you over, but you can't really tell what that look means. But she's looking you over and goes, "So, what is this about?"
I have a special task for you, if you would.
Oh, good. Yes.
The newcomers that have come aboard.
Hmm.
I would appreciate it very, very much if you would keep them company.
Did you want me to get her other short?
Yes, I actually believe there might be such a thing. So
Okay.
if there's a second sword involved, but just keep an eye on them. I feel like if there's anybody who can do so discreetly, it would be you.
Okay. She goes, "I can absolutely do that." Wait, question. I'm not a prisoner here, right? I'm a paid employee.
A paid employee.
And this is outside of my job description.
So you're looking for a little
No,
extra.
no, I'm just asking. I'm asking. Is it outside of my description?
It is, yes.
Okay, well then, if I'm doing you a favor, and I am, can you do me a favor?
What's the favor?
That's good. That's good. Can you tell? Can you tell Kyle that I'm sorry?
Tell whom?
Kyle, the one with you, the angry one. I kind of screwed him over a little bit when we met. And he was really nice to me, and I kind of just fell into old habits, but he hasn't beaten me up since then or tried to get at me. And I'm kind of thinking that maybe I jumped a little quick on that in the robbing him thing. So just oh, I'm sorry. I don't. He doesn't want to talk to me so much because I think he thinks that I'm gonna rob him again. But he doesn't have anything valuable on him, so I just it would mean a lot. I actually have some time I want to give him. Is that okay?
I will tell him, yes. And his name is Cray, not Kyle.
That makes so much more sense. I was like, where did he get that name from? Was it from overseas? Okay, that makes so much more sense. Okay, thank you. And she puts her hand on your arm and says, "Thank you. I really appreciate this."
I'm just gonna quickly make sure she hasn't pilfered anything from me.
Roll a perception check.
21.
She rolled at a 19, and you see that like her hand is sort of like her hand is on your right arm, but her eye is at your left, and you realize she's doing a little bit of a misdirect. She's not stealing anything, but she's sort of sizing you up. You know what I mean? Like she's like trying to figure out what you have and what she could take, and she looks at it and just like, okay.
I'll just at the waist where her eyes have gone to, I'll just give a little wave.
You have a good night. And she just like slinks away. And so you just want her to keep an eye on them and disarm them if needed and such.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So she steps away to do that. We're gonna go and break in a second. Is there anything anybody else wants to do and just before we go to break?
Nope, I'm just having a grand time eating popcorn in the back here, just watching everything.
Excellent. Let's take a break.
Oh,
I have
tell-
something sorry, I have something. I just wanted to give Tammy a chance because I feel like Did you want to do anything, Tammy, or are you good?
No.
Okay.
Could potentially do it after if anything. If what I'm thinking is what you're thinking.
Oh, no.
Oh.
I just really quickly wanted to cast message as I was getting up from the table to Quinn and just be like, I know that I was a little bit hypothetical in our discussion, but you really should fucking apologize.
All right. Roll. Do you want to roll persuasion or intimidation? That depends on your delivery.
Intimidation, please.
Roll intimidation.
It's the same.
Mhm.
Where'd you go?
Oh no.
Are you kidding? I got really excited for a second. I thought it was a 20. It's a total of 20. No.
Total of 20.
No, I'm sorry. Total of 17. Not 20.
Okay.
I rolled a 10. Math
All
is
right.
wrong. Math is hard.
As you leave, Quinn's face just sort of goes white and just looks down. Dingren looks over and looks up at Callista and then just sort of pieces it together and nods. When we come back, unless somebody has any late night activities, we'll skip to the long rest. After the long rest, I'll check on Kiki because I know you have some ideas too. Jen, feel free to go ahead and put that to 57. I'll see you guys in 15 minutes.
All right.
We'll see you guys in a bit.
Thank you guys for watching, by the way. You guys are wonderful.
Thank you.
And Stolen Fire's here. Thank you for donating points to the Helping the Heroes. Appreciate it.
Yay, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Okay, we're in break.
guys. See you in a bit.
There we go.
So, hello. Welcome back to Roll for Bull. Now with, well, I guess 50% less Tammy, really. I was about to say we have more Tammy, but that's not how that works. Tammy, feel free to say hi to the beautiful, wonderful people. And some of the less attractive ones. Just say hi to them.
Hello, the beautiful people, the beautiful people.
There we go. Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
We are back. During the break, Tammy's mom was kind of to buy a gift of knowledge for Euphemian. We're going to take care of that next time he gets a spell scroll. Thank you so much.
And my tools are all updating properly.
We got this. So what was I going to say? What was I going to say? So these heroes. Oh, we got mood music. Good job, Ben, on the ambiance. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. So the heroes, we're gonna do the long rest. So feel free to take your long rest. Now,
Yeah.
you guys should be able to get there tomorrow. It's day 57, so you should be able to get there in day 56. The most loaded question that I ever asked to this group is there anything you want to do today, or do you want me to skip ahead to the next day? Because I will tell you right now that not much happens, but I feel like if I, just tell you that and then flash forward, that's not fair to you. So you guys have time if you want to do something on this day. Once you're done, whether you say you pass or you do the things you want to do, I'll summarize the shenanigans that took place over the day.
I don't specifically want to make a scene of it, but I will pass on what Clotho had said to me to Cray.
Okay. All right, Craig, do you want to do anything with that?
I'll just it's hard to trust again once that's broken. So noted, but that's pretty much all she's with the least of my worries right now. So I'll just keep it as status quo.
Fair enough. So you're like, noted, I have nothing to say to Clotho, but at least I don't have hate, I guess. All right.
Yeah, exactly. I guess.
Yeah.
I'm a taken man, okay? I'm taken.
Oh, that is my favorite progression of a character arc for anybody. Is Cray? What was it? Cray just politely setting boundaries because he's already in a relationship.
Even if nobody is actually attempting to flirt with him or try to get in his pants, his defense automatically, I'm taken, get off. I love it.
I feel like one of those dudes that even if you get drunk, if some woman, even if his like girlfriend or wife touches him, he'll be like, "No, I'm taken. Don't touch me. My wife will be mad or whatever."
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Oh.
Kiki, is there anything that you want to be doing over this day?
No, I'm just gonna be kind of hanging around people at this point because of the newcomers on the ship. Not that I don't trust them, but they're just kind of new people around that I'm not familiar with. So I just kind of want to just try to be a little bit more on my guard and just kind of overseeing things, just making sure things don't get out of hand or things aren't out of place, kind of thing. Not completely mistrusting, but also not fully trusting.
Okay.
That's fine.
That works for me. I think Pythor is going to watch and try and give some sort of guidance and leadership, not so much on like nautical stuff. I mean, he does know that, but more like, he's going to peek in and just be like, all right, so you want to watch for this and make sure they're in line. Make sure they're, listening to you. You got to command respect and sort of giving you like tips on how to sort of lead people into. You guys don't know what'll be there, but it's pretty safe to assume that it's not a completely safe situation. So he's just sort of coaching you on like leading people into battle kind of thing. Excellent. Callista, anything from you?
I think I will take this day of pseudo leisure as an opportunity to sort of spread out my notes all over the desk in the captain's quarters and update my like ensemble list, so to speak, of just, I'm going to add these 4 new players and I'm going to kind of start from scratch and kind of chart everybody out as like connections and like where we met them and like not personal details, but like just rough like time frame and basically just blocking out story beats and where they fit in.
Are you doing that in the room with Esther's room?
Yes, yeah, in the captain's quarters.
Right. You're doing that. Oh yeah, we are doing the same. You're doing that, and thank you, music. While you're writing this down, you hear this voice almost rippling through the wood in the walls that just says, "I know how to find the Nether Sea."
Hmm. Do tell.
You've taken every opportunity to disrespect me. That's what you're doing right now. I have something you want, don't I?
You have a kernel of information that I'm mildly curious about.
Okay. If it holds no interest, it holds no interest.
Look, Lutheria wants Krarin. If we're going there, we'll find there soon enough. With or without your help. But
You
hey, if
do
you start being
that.
useful, maybe we can start coming to an arrangement.
What's the arrangement?
I don't know. Currently, you're trapped in a small little room on a boat that we're basically running. Maybe you could come out a little more, get a taste of the scenery, a reprieve from this tiny little cage.
Herms. Do you know what power is Satyr?
I have an idea of what power is. I'm not sure specifically of what you're talking about, though I feel pretty confident that you'll tell me if given the opportunity.
Power is the advantage. You wrested and stole power from me and my ship. But I can read you. I'm not blinded by your act that you use to charm everybody else. I can read you. And I know that right now, in this moment, Satyr, I have the power. If you want to be blithe and unassuming, then leave or put on your show for me. But if you want to negotiate, don't put on airs. I've already suffered your indignations. Just state your terms directly.
Well, unfortunately, I'm not the one who came to a deal with this lovely ship here. So I don't know that I really get to call the shots. However, I'm happy to plead your case if there's something you'd like to ask for.
Let me see her.
That's not my
Fuck.
call. But I'll
Fine, give
ask.
me understanding. I
You want
want
me to
to
pass along a
know
message? Oh, sorry. Go ahead. What do you want to know?
if I can talk to her directly for just a small amount of time and understand what she's done. I'll tell you what you want to know.
Your terms? I will be back to you on that. That being said, is there anything else you'd like me to pass along in the meantime? I'm excellent at taking notes.
Let me think. Ask her if she's ready to look back yet. And you don't need to give me the answer. Just give her the question. We're done here, or are you going to continue to put on your show?
I mean, I have more notes to make. I was enjoying using your desk, but I mean, if it's gonna like really bother you, I can leave.
I don't care what you do.
Okay. And so I'll just go back to making my notes, and if he tries to engage me further, I'm just not gonna respond.
Roll an insight check.
Got it.
I feel slimy when I play this guy.
Yeah, 27.
Fuck, I was just like, hell no.
I finally found 27. I finally found a villain I hate more than Strahd. Okay. And the thing is,
That's
he's not even
incredible.
he's not even the campaign villain. He's just some dick. 27. You can feel the creaking through the wood and the settling. This always happens on the ship, but you can feel it more, and you can feel the groaning, and it just feels like the room itself is more discontented that you're in here. Like he will convey in every way that he doesn't care, but the room itself is basically his body language.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, Fatima, it feels so awful. It feels so. I had to kill somebody in a couple sessions ago at another thing, and I just had to basically make a big show out of it, and it felt terrible. So anyway,
You get paid to do it. It's awesome.
that part's fun. Does anybody else want to do anything else before I go to tomorrow? And then includes Callista if you want to work with this right now. It's up to you.
Nope.
My only
Tuck
question.
that away.
Sorry.
Mhm.
My only question is whether or not Dagon wants to talk to me at all after I flash some symbols at her.
Oh yeah.
Dagon, what was it? Dagon wouldn't really care because she doesn't care about a lot. Dengrin doesn't really care about a lot. But if you wanted to approach her, the window's there.
No, I just wanted to. No, I don't think so. I think just doing that, I think we have a bit of a silent, I guess, understanding would be a good word.
Yeah.
So we'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, you can roll an insight check, actually. It's a retcon, but you can do it.
Okay.
I'm imagining wherever this Dangren person is, Prey is going to be in the same room, leaning their back against the wall with their knee up in the air and their foot against the wall, picking at their nails with like a pocket knife and just watching.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
big time. Did
That's
it come
wonderful.
through? It did
Sorry.
not come through. Okay, let me just try doing it one more time again. Insight, yes, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there it is.
8.
Okay.
So the thing is, you probably picked up on the slang that was used, but the thing is it's like you never ran into Dengrin or anybody like them, but also the network is vast. So maybe they were in it, and you never ran into them. Maybe they picked up the ability. Like, they definitely have enough to establish a sense of established contact, a radio signal with you. But at an 8 and stuff, I can't really give you any confirmation of anything else about their relationship to the Cult of the Snake.
Okay. Thank you.
Mhm. Show of hands, who's ready for us to go to the next day? Jin, would you do me a favor?
Oh boy, guys, we're losing these days like nobody's business. It's
I
not
did
gonna
also
be pretty.
I did also
until I
want to
fix it.
clarify. I wanted to clarify something. I misrepresented something, and I was double checking my notes. I realize I need to make clear. When that timer goes down, that is the major conflict of the campaign. But there's more to do after that. I'm not saying how much more. Like, there might be weeks, months, sessions, but like that's not like, and then we roll final initiative. Just to be clear. What was I gonna say? So, if this has all gone well, which it seems to have done so, then you guys will be at the Isle of Yonder tomorrow morning. I advise you. This is the last call to do prep for anything related to that and what you expect to ask any NPCs anything. When you get to any island, and this is the rule going forward, when you get to any island, you can ask an NPC one to travel with you. I'm gonna depending on the NPC, I might roll dice on a couple factors as to whether they say yes. Um, Ones like Pythor and stuff are very likely to say no. Ones like Bullbug are like, yeah, let's fucking ride. Um, you can only get one. We're going by JRPG rules here of don't ask why. There's just a party limit. Um, Again, that dinner scene, I'm not doing it every island. Um, so I'm not even going to bother justifying it narratively. So yeah. Hold on, I'm getting a message from one of you fuckers. Uh, uh, Tammy, I can respond to something you said in a way that will work for you.
Okay.
You are going to have a thought in the next session or this session, and you don't even need to check with me because we're going to be on the same page.
Okay.
So I guess
That's
like
not
what do we
cryptic at all.
know about I know, right? Do we know what do we know about the Isle of or the island whatever
Yonder?
of Yonder? Yeah, like other than the fact that that one dude ran there.
It wasn't over here, it was over there, but now we're over there, so it is here.
Well, you know what I
Okay.
mean.
That sounds accurate. Allie was told a lot of things about it recently. Kyra did a full info dump for Allie.
Yeah,
Allie,
I guess I should have at some point clarified that I passed that info along. I believe what she said was I didn't take great notes because I was just enjoying listening.
You're fluster,
But
and I adore you.
anyway, I believe what she said was that this used to be the island where the giants and what are they called with the arms?
Gygans.
Gygans, thank you, used to live, and that this is where the like stand that Esther made that like wiped them all out happened that started everything. Am I
Right.
close?
Yes.
Okay.
Allie, I want you to make an insight check with advantage.
On myself? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because I had also done a lore check
Ba-ba.
for what I
Okay.
had known.
We're gonna
For this
use
island?
this one.
Yes.
What did you roll?
When I had done it, it was a natural 20.
Oh shit. Okay. Did I give you your information for that? Do I owe you
Yes.
those details?
Nope. I
Okay.
believe we got everything that we need to get for that.
Mm.
I
Allie,
was
what'd you get?
thinking. Sorry.
No, you're good. Insight, 16.
I want you to think about everything you just said. Hold it in your mind. Esther told you the only favor you could do for him was go back to Kyra and ask, "Are you ready to look back?" Um. Yeah. Um. Before Allie slaps me across the goddamn fucking face, Jan, I believe you had something you wanted to say.
I just wanted to know, like, I mean, I know like the lore of it and all, but I guess like monsters we might find on there, or dangers we might find on the island, or just
You
things to prepare like that, I guess.
you won't really know a lot about that besides that Gaius comes here. The reason you come here is Gaius comes here. This is a location for followers of Sidon, and it's basically Sidon's turf. It is not where Sidon is. It is a kind of understood, unofficial, neutral ground, as it were, where where the predominant faith is Sidon. And you know that much. When I say unofficial, I mean that the oath or any holy contracts don't really deal with that. It's kind of a mortal negotiation that like this is where Sidon's followers are chill and we don't fuck with them, kind of like Valis would be for Mitros. Um, as a refresher, Gaius has the gear in theory, and he shortly after he very likely took the gear, he left for this place. Um, you can glean from that whatever you want. Um, for the various reasons I've talked about related to nautical travel, there would not be a lot of intel as to what to expect here. Um, there's probably ways for you to get information on the ship, hint, but I can't give you those.
Okay, I don't want to go um, through that method. So, oh well, Craig just knows how to punch stuff, so that's all he knows. So he won't prep anything. He'll just
Mhm.
punch things.
All right. Show of hands. Am I good to go into the part where you guys see the island? All right. Allie, Allie, are you still gonna punch me?
No.
All right. Um, a crewman, a not particularly remarkable one, we'll say, uh, does shout out that what was it? Does shout out whenever they see land, and in time, those of you who look out would see the Isle of Yonder. Let me make sure that I've got this completely correct. Reed, this might be one of the ones you put up on the screen.
All right.
Oh.
Now it has to be one of the ones you put up on the screen.
I love how both Callie and Ali and I were like, ooh.
This is the Isle of Yonder. I'll wait till there we go. If you want to sit in a little bit more, put it over where they can see the ships on the left side, and then I'll go into the description a
Yeah,
little bit
give
more.
me just a sec here.
It's a caldera.
I don't even know what that means.
I don't want to divine it. Well, because what if I'm wrong?
No, can you tell me what you think the word means, or what?
I'm
Because I
pretty
don't know.
sure
It's the
it's
crater
like
of a
the.
volcano.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I was
All
right.
Okay, there you go. So you guys are this ship here, or can you see where I'm pinging?
Yep.
Okay, it's not showing up on the. Oh, there it is. You guys are this ship over here, and let me launch into my description. Yes, Stolen Fires. We have all kinds of visuals. We hadn't been able to use them for this because it was all theater of the mind, but we got style and visuals.
Oh, it's a pretty popular because there's a bunch of them.
As your ship approaches this rocky island, you see a shallow cove that would be the best place to anchor. There are stained and charred white marble and concrete ruins dotting the shore. You can see bones of giant humanoids. Relatively intact structures that have doorways that are tall and wide. Near the cove is a tower that is the only complete building in sight. Its foundations are older and similar to nearby ruins. From a window in the tower, you can see a figure watching you. This does appear to be the best place to dock to go further, but that is your choice, Captain. I say to the four of you collectively. I don't think you guys have a designated captain, but if I ever refer to the captain of the ship, I am asking the four of you in official capacity.
I'm pretty sure it's somewhere between Euphemian and Kiki.
That sounds right.
No offense, Jen. Just
Oh gosh, yeah,
that's
no.
my
No.
read.
No offense, Jen. It's fine.
I'm busy taking notes anyways.
So
Callista's life motto.
you guys have a choice. You can just show up here or do something else. The figure in the tower has seen you. And you basically feel free to tell me who you want your undocking buddy to be. And it doesn't just have to be like Kyra or Bullbug. Like if they have a name and they're on the ship, they're valid.
Red shirt number 1. No, I'm kidding. I don't know.
Crewman
Anybody
Jimmy.
have any strong feelings?
No.
I think some muscle might be worth bringing with us. So Bullbug seems like the choice.
Can I also make a quick case for Chandris, though?
Okay, make your case.
So he might be a good. I just wanted permission first. He might be like a good middle ground, right? Almost like a mediator to help keep things a little more civil. Or are we just expecting this to be kind of like an ambush, regardless?
I mean, we've been seen, so it's not like we could.
Oh, I meant like by
Really?
them. Like, do we think they're gonna?
Yeah,
swing
I
it.
mean, it could go either way. Certainly, a Minotaur would be better than, say, bringing Pythor with us. Not that I expect that he would be down to clown for that, but...
I will tell you right now, none of the gods you have on board are going to fuck with this place because it's not officially Holy Land, like I said, but it's such a weird gray area. They're just not going to push it.
Okay.
So assume that Kyra and Pythor have said no in some brief way. And I put a poll in the chat. If you guys have an opinion,
Ooh.
you can put in there. That was before I said Kyra was a no. But feel free to vote on who you think they should bring along. I apologize for interrupting. Forgive my showmanship.
But yeah, that's kind of where my head's at, is Bullbug. I wouldn't be opposed to Chandris, but I don't necessarily know if I would trust him not to stab Gray in the back at the very least.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I'm down with Bullbug. I wanted to like throw it out there as a potential alternative.
Not to mention, like, we don't know Chandris's capabilities in a sense. Like,
That's
I don't
true.
want it to become more of a trying to protect him
The liability.
because we're starting to get into things where I don't want it to be a escort mission, you
Fair.
know. But I mean,
Alright,
it's a good thing. It's a good thought.
I'm down. I'm down with Bullbug. That's fine. We're all
Alright.
shocked.
Okay, I was typing them all up, Stolen Fires. I will give you the descriptions a little later. Bullbug, Himbo, Minotaur, Chandris. Technically loyal worshipper of the villains, but it's a complicated relationship. Kyra, goddess of music and also dating Callista. We have sexy times on this campaign.
When was the last time we had? Oh wait, yeah, we had sexy times. Never mind.
You
I
did.
think you were the last one to get laid. You were the last one to get laid.
We've been on a boat for 3 days with Lorius. There is no way that Craren was the last one to get laid.
Oh, 100%. Lorius. Maybe we don't know. Maybe Lorius had fun time with crewman Jimmy. We don't know.
I'm pretty sure Lorius has been with what's his name? Mathonius?
Oh.
The bard.
Mhm.
I'm sure he's
Yep.
probably hooked up with him. And I'm gonna throw out the name Calliope just for an odd symmetry.
Nice.
Just to add some, I feel like that adds dimensions to her more than anything.
I love it.
But
Who else should we ship, viewers?
yeah, this campaign, the way we run this campaign is just ship bait. That's all it is.
Ship
okay,
on a
so
ship.
this is important to me that it's unanimous. So show of
Yeah.
hands, who's in for Bullbug being the 5th? All right, you gotta do this. So you guys, so then next order, Captain, are you guys just gonna go dock there, or are you gonna do something else? Because I presume, but I don't want to act on my presumptions.
Oh man, that's scary. Having it's like having, I don't know, that boat come back.
In
my
our
goodness.
approach, did we see any other good docking locations that?
Not really. You could just like land on any of the other rocky areas and sort of wing it. But that's about it. Like that would basically be the options, or you can like wait or whatever like that. But this would be the only like designated space.
I feel like if
Do
they've
we
already. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna ask, do we know if it's like actually inhabited and like towns established, or it's just like a chunk of land? That
You do not have
things
that information.
get there.
Fatima said she would write fan fiction of this campaign, and if anybody wants to write that, I would fucking. I don't know how I'd reward
yes.
you. I would
Yeah.
reward. If any of the players did it, I'd give them some boost next session. If any of the viewers did it, I don't know what I would do. I would name an NPC after you.
Tap me.
Oh, I know fanfic. Oh my god.
I will find anybody who submits fan fiction or fan art of any kind. Oh, Brooke, I gotta put Brooke's character in here. But anyway. So,
I
need
think
a
that if they've
unanimous call.
seen us doing something different would look shady.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
I think you're probably right. We'll move in. Is it
We have,
like
like,
a
a white
full
flag.
dock that we would pull the ship up to, or would we take landing vessels?
It's just you take landing vessels because it would basically, it's not like a dock. It's just like an more open part of ground that's like clearly near what's I don't know what you call it, domesticated, the part that like humanoids have made their own.
Okay.
So just basically like a shore. That's the word I was looking for. Bulbug
You
won
sure?
the eventually. So is that, are you guys good to just roll up there on one of the small boats, or?
Yep.
Before we go, I do want to just take a second to just kind of warn Kyra not to go in and talk to Esther right now.
Mm-hmm.
And then I know this is like weird for her, but just to kind of, we can talk when we get back, but
Mm-hmm. She has no idea that he wants to talk to her right now, by the way, unless
I know. I just mean like it would be less of like a he wants to talk to you and more of like a hey, I would stay away. He's kind of testy right now. Because she would know that I've been going in. So.
All right. Fair enough. Stolen Fires. I gotta tell you, the different relationship between Kyra and Esther later, it is complicated. So, what's that line from? To paraphrase that line from Arrested Development, I may have committed some light genocide. So anyway, you guys sail up with Bullbug, and as he's sailing with you, he just looks at you all and goes, I'm honored, but why me? I mean, you guys could. You need me to break something down or lift something up? Because I mean, you guys pretty much got this on your own.
I'm mostly worried about appearances, if truth be known.
Am I your ambassador?
You're our arm candy.
And he sits up straight. All right. As you guys get to the shore and disembark, I want each of you to roll a perception check.
Man, I hope they're not prepping for war or something. Perception.
16.
20.
18 total.
Kiki
9
got
for
a
Kiki.
9. So each of you looks up, and everyone except for Kiki would notice. Kiki would I'm gonna say each of you looks up. There's no one in the tower anymore, and that happens when they run off to deliver an alert or an alarm. So it is pretty. You can pretty much assume that word of your arrival has already passed through rapidly. What I will say, when you get here, the window that you saw the person through was extremely large, and that person was filling the window when you saw them.
Shit.
Iki, you are distracted.
Uh-huh.
What was it? What was it? As you were, you hear, I'm gonna say the tower's like in the distance. It's in distance away, but you can see it. But right here in this open area, you see all these carts and everything, which are probably used to transport things off, disembark, but they're sort of left around because you can immediately tell that like the people that are here seem to have a bit of they don't really worry about leaving things out, is the impression that you're getting. But you also hear footprints or footfall. A large number of people coming down the hill in your direction. Kiki, your eyes turn, as eventually do the rest of the parties. See a large human man riding on top of what appears to be a bull covered in steel armor. And he rides up with 6 human soldiers, or humans, elves, dwarves, soldiers following alongside. Those don't catch your eye quite so much as the large 6-armed man following alongside them. The Gorgon. The Gygan, sorry, the Gygan. You may have seen them before. You saw them with the Dryads. 6-armed Cyclopean people. He's holding 2 shields in the left and right hand, and a sword and a spear. All of them ride up, and the person, clearly the leader, on the bull has a cerulean cape and a steel breastplate with a red eye engraved in it, a symbol of Sidon. They stop, and they all look at you silently. I will give you a moment to respond and not a lot of time to think.
The person, the human that we see there, is that Gaius?
No.
Alright. I will hold up a hand in parlay.
Roll a persuasion check.
I was also going to kind of do like a hands out, like bow. Can I give him the help action?
Sure.
Alright.
I'm not going to look at your number, because the moment that you start to do this, the moment you hold out your hand, the moment you begin to lean into this and move into the diplomacy of this moment, he holds up his sword and points it at all of you. And as he does, the soldiers step into position, and the Gygan slams his two shields together and begins to stride towards you. And as you all roll for initiative, Bulbog just goes, "Oh, I fucked this up. I fucked this up already." Um,
All right, you want us to roll initiative then?
I would love for all of you to roll initiative as I move you to the actual map here.
Oh boy.
Ah!
We're trying to be good.
I know.
That's not good enough. Where am I?
Tammy's mom just immediately bought you heroic resilience. I love you, Tammy's mom. You're fantastic. She just immediately went and bought you a boost. Which one's heroic resilience? Okay. Any one of you can redeem this. You may use it at a moment's notice and increase your armor class by 1 AC for a full round. And I'm going to say a full round. Well, it feels weird when you call it out. When you call it out, just be told the next time that person, whoever's turn it was, whenever you used it. I'm going to handle these soldiers under the mob rules, which is to say that they all attack as one extremely effective unit until their numbers drop down a little bit more. And just to clarify, no, there is absolutely no way that this doesn't become a fight the moment you get here.
I was gonna say, I just want to talk.
Should have given them the Vulcan hello.
Our Vulcan or Star Trek?
Star Trek. Means open fire as soon as you see them.
Oh no!
Oh no!
What happened?
Tammy gone!
Tammy, no!
Also, I forgot to do the thing where I roll on the website so
Tammy
that it
back.
auto-populates, so...
Okay.
Sorry, I
about
moved
that.
my phone so I could see my map and I hung up.
Not allowed. Visibility is forbidden.
Oh.
Let me see. Okay. Let me roll numbers on all these guys. I did not have my numbers rolled for these. That is my bad.
I love how Tammy's mom is like, I don't know what to use my channel points for, and then when we really need it, she's like, I know what to use them for.
Tammy's mom is like, fucking bring it on. It's
Yeah.
great. Let me see here. This should be the Gorgon is 4. And then the Gygan. And then, okay, so Kiki, you have a speed of 15.
Yep.
Let me put that on there. This is always the little boring part. Sorry about that.
Yeah, the setup, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, holy shit, I forgot. I had 50 feet of movement. Sweet.
Holy hell, I forgot
Holy
to.
fuck.
God damn.
Hey!
Oh yeah, that's right. I did that triangle that one time. I was like, doot, 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 doot.
Callista, you got an
pinball.
18, right?
Yeah. 17.
17, okay. All right, and then Bulbug gets a... Can you get extra... Fatima, you get extra channel points just by watching. They show up over time, and then if you're subscribed, you get channel points at twice the speed.
Here, I
Oh,
have a link.
that's why.
Callista, it is your action. You see all of these people. They immediately... I mean, it's very obvious that their rule is non-followers of Sidon get killed on sight, and it's very obvious what your allegiance is. I mean, I don't need to give you an insight check. It's easy to piece together what happened. People who aren't worshippers of Sidon do not get to set foot here.
Okay. So here's the scary part. I can only bless 3 people.
Life's full of tough choices, isn't it?
In it. My
Tammy's
face
mom,
is
I
like
love that.
in the perfect place for that right now. That being said, I would like to. Oh! I'm gonna cast it at 2nd level. I can do that.
What is your voice? Don't crush your voice. I mean, you sound fine, but I know you're straining yourself. Is what I'm talking about.
I'm gonna cast
Um,
bless at 2nd level so that I can bless everybody who's not me, and then I don't
Okay,
have
then.
to pick anybody.
Okay, so you cast it 2nd level, so you're blessing all 4 people.
Huh?
All right. So you
And
cast.
then. Oh yeah, no, sorry. There's. I know.
You cast out and you extend Kyra's. Well, how do you can? I'll ease up on you. You extend Kyra's grace and faith in these people, and they know that on behalf of you, she's watching, as they all receive this blessing.
You have me marked instead of Kiki, but other than that, golden.
Oh, my bad.
So yeah, D4 rules for everybody. And then for my bonus action, I would like to give bardic inspiration to let's see. Let's give bardic inspiration to my my dear friend Euphemian. I feel like I would say something along the lines of like, well, just because we're not using our words doesn't mean that you're not going to save the day. So why don't we flash back to one of the many times that you've saved our bacon, so to speak, and channel that into right now, shall we? And yeah, you got bardic.
All right.
Mark it off. And I will tactfully move behind my boyfriend. Thank you. No offense, Kiki.
Okay. Bulbug pulls out his great axe, and you hear it's like through the air as he stands back, and he lowers his head. In just general, I don't think you guys have actually seen him in like actual war mode before, but he sort of kneels down a little bit, and you could tell he's getting ready to run to charge. And you hear him just go, Callista, and he's asking you a question.
Yeah, if you could just make sure that we don't die, that'd be great.
Mm-hmm. And he's gonna ready an action. Just ready an action for if anybody gets in range of him. I know, Allie, I'm sorry. Let me see.
I just, in my brain, I'm having, I know this won't mean anything to anybody else except for Ben, but I'm just having Armor 2.0 flashbacks right now of just like, this is all about to go real south real fast.
So let me see, 1 second. The soldiers all, as a group, move ahead. And they all ready in action. I'm using mob rules, which, to be fair, to you guys, what that means is instead of doing rolls for all of them, there's a formula to estimate how many of them would hit, and I just skip into rolling damage for that. They are ready in action collectively, and whichever one of you triggers it will basically get a certain number of soldiers falling on you. Kiki, it is your turn.
Oh.
Bree, thank you so much. It's so kind of you. Thank you. You're generous.
Okay, what is it? Shit. I have to have 2 hands for the axe. Gosh darn. Okay, I am just going to stand there and I am going to hold my action of swinging my axe as well if somebody charges and comes within range.
Fatima, yes, they do stay here over time. So you're and what's your range? Is your range 5 or 10?
Oh my god, where'd my sheet go? With the axe, it is a 5-foot
It's 5.
reach.
5. Okay.
But I'm also going to rage as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm
means
gonna
we-
rage, and actually, instead of the axe, I'm gonna have my claws ready. So you're gonna see these ginormous lobster crab claws come out.
Bullbug turns and looks at you and snorts in approval. This is his not fucking around side, which I don't think you guys have ever seen. So this is great. Kiki, is there anything else you want to do on your turn?
No, I'm still just holding my attack if somebody comes within range. And then with my claws, yeah, it's still within the 5-foot range.
All right. What was it? The soldier captain on the bowl up above is called a Gorgon. Points his sword at all of you, and then just says some sort of and gives this sort of guttural sound, and the Gorgon just exhales this green mist from its nostrils and paws at the ground, understanding its order. Cray, it's your action.
Guys, we just want to talk, honestly. Please. That's all we want to do. And,
When you say this, the Gygan smashes his two shields together like it's the full-on, like, Hulk clap thing. It just reverberates, and you hear just echo through the whole area. And he just looks at you with not even anger, just a complete solemn sense of purpose.
okay.
There is not, and you can look in his eye. You can look in his eye, and it's just, there is no talking here. You die now.
Okay, well, in that
He has
case, I'll take
haste.
out. I've got my quarterstaff out, and I make sure. I want to stay in front of Euphemian. I don't want him to be, because I just don't want to be in a clump right now. I want to move.
I mean, you can't actually do anything from being in front of me, so.
Yeah, this is true. All right. Well, in that case, I'd like to dart 5. What was rules through people again? It's like you're okay to go through your allies?
If you're here to go through your allies, if you go through enemies, then we'll figure that out.
Okay, so I'm going to spend 25 of my movement. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And just stay there for now. Just to spread us out a bit.
Okay. I'm counting the wagons and stuff as obstacles, but I think Craig can move around them pretty easily.
Oh, there's
also,
wagons on here?
do you guys see them?
Oh, yeah, I see them.
Am I crazy?
Oh,
Aren't these things
I don't-
Are they not?
I see
They're not showing up
rocks.
from.
Yeah.
Oh, those are rocks.
No, hold on. I think they're. That's weird. It's not showing up on yours. Okay, well then I guess we're good. I don't know why they're not showing up on yours.
Are they on
They're supposed to be.
map layer or something like that? Or
Maybe
GM
that's
layer?
not right. I'll check the DM layer. Oh, they are. Okay, that is weird. Well, this is where they're supposed to be. That was my mistake.
Oh,
But that's why I was factoring. That's why I was factoring them in. If you guys want to alter
I was
your
wondering
movements
why
at
they
all,
split like that.
if you guys want to show of hands, alter your move. Anybody wants to alter their movements, I will let you do that. But that is.
Look at how pretty those wagons are. Well, in that case, I would have been like not there.
Invisawagons.
Invisawagons. I think in that case, I probably would have moved. Here instead. I don't know, what is that? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 feet of movement? Sure, 35. I'm hiding behind a rock.
Mm.
But
Your
I'm
thing
readying
is-
my action to pop out and hit something if they come near my friends. Does that make sense? Can I do that?
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay.
We're really glad you're here, Bree. Welcome. Fatima is wonderful, and we're glad to see you. Feel free to talk to us. We like to talk to people during the stream, so just like shout things out, ask questions. Euphemian, it's your call.
Yeah. How big is this wagon?
Height wise, I don't really know wagon height. I'd say like 12 feet, but it's negotiable.
Okay. Um, if I were to go through and cast Fireball, basically
Yes.
aiming for the top of this wagon, would I then be
I
able
think it would hit
to
everybody around it.
catch all those soldiers?
I think you'd be able to. Yeah.
All right.
Actually, what is it? It's a deck save of how much?
15.
So you just want to skip the soldier portion of this fight.
I mean,
Um,
I'm sure that we will have our hands full with a Gygan
Can you-
and a.
can you roll damage for that then,
Yes.
just to be sure?
With the Gygan and the Gorgon.
Yes. The 2 Gs. That is 30 damage.
Holy shit!
Dex
Dang,
half.
boy!
This is not the end of the fight, but you just knocked every one of them. So I will let you describe this. Like, how do you want to do this? Not because it's the end of the fight, but because you've earned a goddamn cutscene, my friend.
I'm just imagining everybody standing, coming in, these armored figures, clank, 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 coming forward,
Hmm.
getting ready, bracing with their spears.
Mhm.
Euphemian just sort of throws a contemptuous fireball.
Nice.
The fireball could be contemptuous, eh?
You're perfect.
Euphemian can be.
And just in a moment, there's screaming and panic, and then just fire and smell of burning skin. And we will just go ahead and take each of them off the map. I don't need to track where their bodies are. They are too easy to step over. It's not worth keeping. Ooh.
I will, at that point, say, we can continue, or we can talk. Your choice.
Damn.
Is that the end of your turn?
I will move to
Yeah,
take
run away.
cover.
Yeah, behind Bullbug.
No, I'm just gonna take cover behind the wagons there. And it looks as if I've got the right tool. Over there.
Damn.
Let me roll something fast. The Gygan watches you leave behind the wagon and says, "We tried to talk last time." And just charges
Oh.
towards all of you. Charges over here, runs and as he runs, charges, holds out, reaches one of his shields to slam towards Kiki as he he switches one shield and then his right arm reaches towards Kiki. There's a roar from behind as Bulbug swings and the Gygan's arm moves his spear back, fighting both of you at the same time. I'm gonna let Bulbug get his reaction first.
Don't forget the D4.
I got you. As this, he charges forward, attempting clearly reaching for Kiki's throat with his one open hand he has of his 4 hands, and Bulbug just roars and swings up the great axe with the fury of the Minotaur who is defending the heroes of prophecy, of Callista, of the Kiana who showed him mercy, of everyone he has to defend. You hear the most powerful righteous word as he swings up and strikes the axe through. And he
Oof.
gets 2 attacks on his turn, and he critted for one of them. And when I put all of the math together, I'm gonna roll 60, 12 plus 10.
Holy shit!
Oh.
I said it once, I'm gonna say it again. That's my man!
As he strikes through and does 41 points of damage
Holy shit!
to the
That's
guy.
a fucking reaction!
Stumbles back. Stop looking at Kiki and just unleashes everything towards Bulbug. He is going and just going to takes his first reaches out an arm towards Bulbug.
Am I not able to take my held action of my attack with my claws too?
Oh yes, sorry. Please take. I forgot you held an action because I was so caught up in that. Please take your held action.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Aren't you guys so glad you didn't fight him?
Yeah. Okay. So hang on. I gotta move this to see what we're doing.
Fuck, I'm too far. I can't take my reaction.
Sorry.
Oh, well.
Phone slipped. Good God. There's too much excitement here. Okay. All right. So my first claw attack. That is a 19.
That hits.
Do you want me to roll all 3 attacks and then the damage, or attack damage, attack damage, attack damage? Because I get 3. Claw.
Well, do you hold on? Wait 1 second. Reed, you're a rules nerd along with me. How many attacks does someone get if a barbarian get if they're using their reaction for attack for the held action? It's
They're using the action for held action, so it's basically they will go through. They just don't have a bonus action to go through.
So you get 2 attacks.
No, 3.
Right?
Because it's not a bonus action. Her ability is just.
This is part of the natural.
Claws, she gets.
Oh shit! I misunderstood. Okay. Yeah. Kiki, you know what, Tammy? I was clicking on the wrong thing. Tammy, fuck shit. Roll 3 attack rolls, and then I'll just tell you how many of them hit.
Okie dokie. That is a 10, and I'm going to add my bless on that because I can, right?
Mm-hmm.
The bless on that.
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's a 1. Wait, it can't be less than a.
No, that's my inspiration.
Oh, that's the inspiration. Oh shit.
Sorry.
Okay, so 11. That definitely won't hurt. Won't help. And then my third one is a 13.
Roll your bless on that one too.
Yeah.
Oh, I can. Oh, sweet.
Every attack.
So that's a 16.
One of those hits.
Ah, shit. Okay, well, that'll obviously be the 19. So that is a 10 plus my 2 rage bonus, so 12 claw attack. Piercing. No, slashing.
So you slash him, and you slash in your claws. Your first one slices through and just snaps at him and just tears, like rips off part of his torso, and then just immediately as he does, his other shield, he uses the other 2 arms with the shield and blocks you with 2 different shields. And then he and then that's it for that part of the turn. He with his one free hand, he turns over, and Bulbug looks at him and just and the Gygan reaches over with his free hand, feints with one of the shields, pushes at Bulbug, who's reacts and dodge, and the other Gygan, the Gygan with the arm, reaches over, grabs Bulbug by the neck. And he's committed the grapple action, which hit. And let me double check something on Bulbug. What was it? Bulbug is grappled. Let me try something real fast. Okay. He grabs him with one arm, with the other, with the spear, jabs him, runs him through the side of the chest with the spear, pulls it out, and then just in one fluid motion, I don't know if you've seen that Arya Stark thing, immediately drops the spear down to his other arm, who just grabs it in one motion and jams it up. He returned the favor. He rolled a crit from one of his attacks this roll. I'm gonna roll 68 plus 10.
Holy shit!
As Bullbug takes 39 points of damage.
Oh!
And you hear Bullbug just roar in pain and stagger for a moment. And he looks at the Gygan, who passes the spear up to his other hand, still holds on to Bullbug's throat. The Gorgon, the bull, let's see here. I can do that angle. Gorgon charges over here with the captain, runs up, turns, and just looks and just opens his mouth as if roaring and just exhales this green mist like human nostrils, washes over. I will handle Bullbug, but I do need Bullbug, Kiki, and Callista to give me all con saves. Actually, hold up. Yeah, Euphemian, jump in there too.
Oh fuck! I was like, bye guys. Oh, okay. I got
Con
dog feet.
saves, con saves, con saves.
All right, doggy feet.
Shit.
Oh, nice.
25 for Kiki.
I
Oh
will
no.
add Bardic to that.
Mhm.
You can also add bless.
So
And
that's
bless.
4 and then another 4. So that brings me up to 16 or 17.
So can you type it in 17 for you?
18 for me.
Kiki, what'd you get?
25.
Okay. As the Gorgon sails, each of you feels this mist washing over you, and you feel your body start to
Did Bullbug
stiffen.
succeed or fail?
I'm
I'm trying to decide if I want to use a reaction.
He did not do well.
Okay. Just trying to see. I just can't. I don't know if I'm allowed to know, but I think I am, and now I'm
He
freaking
failed.
out. Where?
What are you trying to do? What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to see if Silvery Barbs will help me
Doesn't.
here. This is my only
It's not an
reaction.
attack. Well, hold on, wait. Silvery Barbs because it's not an attack roll.
You can take when a creature you see within 60 feet succeeds on a. Oh, okay. I can only fuck people up. I can't help them.
And you see as the mist rolls over you, each of you feels this sort of magic that rippled through whenever you fought Kraren's aunt. This petrification.
Fuck.
Washing over each of you that you're able to push back one by one, and you see Bullbug just profusely like blood flowing from the side where he was pierced twice, and just fighting with his great axe at the side, struggling against this guy, and it just and you see his body start to slow down.
Shit.
And his body begin to almost move in motion as his eyes widen in realization. And the Gygan says, "You should not have come here." And that's where we'll end this session.
Fuck!
Oh no! No!
God!
I will put the paralysis on him.
No!
I have to ask. I know you probably did. You got the D4 right. Like it didn't matter. Yeah. Like you got it.
I will tell you the honest answer is that I forgot it, but he also rolled so low that it wouldn't have made a difference.
Okay.
Oh, damn it.
I wish I remembered I had Silvery Barbs earlier.
Tune in next week, folks.
You crit!
all.
Sorry, I'll talk to you later. Don't worry about me. I'm sorry. Please do the outro. I'm freaking out.
This is emotions. Thank you all for coming to this roll for bold. This is really the first full session on the high seas. It's going great.
Yep.
We're having a good time.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Um,
Well, not Bulbug.
he doesn't have any complaints. We're roll for bold. We do this Monday, 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. We're adding more mechanics by the week that you guys can show your support through channel points and give the heroes boosts. If you show up next week, they can use it. I'll let you save Tammy's mom's heroic resilience. Normally, I have those fall off at the end of the week, but we'll save it for this one. Yeah, just follow, subscribe. We'll be here. We also have a Discord. This bot's been spamming the Discord for a little while, but I'll put the link here as well. It's where we all talk. Every member of the show chats. You guys have anything you want to say? Because I feel like I'm good.
Livy's saying goodnight.
Don't
Oh my
forget,
god, when is this going to be a long week?
I
50th
know! Oh
episode
my
is going
God.
to be our Q&A.
Yes,
Oh, and
please send in questions. Send in questions. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram,
Mhm.
Discord.
Everything.
Where else are we? That's it, eh?
Everything. Yeah.
Twitch,
Mhm.
Twitch, Twitter,
Yeah.
everything.
Obviously Twitch, yeah.
Yeah.
YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Feel free
We
to
got
comment
a
on
few
our
places. We
YouTube.
got a few places.
We've got one
Thank
there.
you all.
Let me just call it up.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
So
Thank you
this is
all
our
very-
episode number, and this is how many days left we have before end of days. So
yeah.
that will
Oh,
let
yeah.
us know.
Not the end of days, Jen.
Well-
Dead.
Well,
Don't say that.
Is the Q&A next session? It's in 5 sessions, right?
It's going to be the 50th episode, yes.
50th
So
episode. Okay.
we'll
50th
do a
episode.
half and
And
half.
and it'll replace the session.
Well, it'll be half and
Yeah.
half from what
yeah,
we were talking
half
Oh,
about.
that's right.
session.
We'll end
Yeah.
at the
Mhm.
break.
Yeah, if you guys have questions about this, we love talking about the show, catching people up. That's it. All right. Y'all have a good night. Let's all, in the words of community, let's say a prayer for peace, shall we? Have a good night.
Good night, everybody.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Love you all.